Hello everybody, welcome to the launch of my YouTube channel and the introduction for my YouTube channel. So this is a bit of a nerve-wracking thing. I've never done this before, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, this is basically an introduction video to launch my YouTube channel. So for starters, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, please share my channel if you can, and share this video if you can, and it'd be really appreciated. Thank you. So involved in this video, basically I'm obviously going to be talking about rallying and stuff, and what's going to be involved with my YouTube channel. So for starters, for anybody that does not know me, which a lot of people won't, my name is David McSorley. I am a rally co-driver here in County Sligo. I am a Class 12 Forest co-drivers champion from 2022. I also placed third in the Northern Ireland Forest Rally Challenge back in 2022. I have had four class podiums throughout my career so far. Five actually. I'll rephrase that part. Basically, the idea of this channel is of what's going to be involved. So there'll be like in-car videos that's already on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen any, check them out. They're do be getting some good views. Basically as well, I'm going to try and start vlogging, so doing some vlogs as well, just to show you behind the scenes of a co-driver's perspective, what we do, the preparation and all that. There's also going to be something else involved with this video. So what kind of got me going in rallying was, so basically for starters, what got me into rallying was my dad. My dad was a big rally fan, still is a big rally man, and it was kind of just getting out as a kid to watch him either drive. You'd always see him come home with a van and the rally car on the back of a trailer and van, and that just kind of, you know, sparked a bit of interest of what this was. And then as a kid, like, he'd bring me or the brothers or all three of us out just for a spin. If he was going out, just bring the car for a spin and having a bit of a fun day, him and the bucks. Then basically we were out with him just for the fun of it. So that kind of got the interest going off. I loved going actually see a rally. Was kind of afraid at first, but again, I was only a child, so you kind of would be at that stage, you know, until you just get used to it. And I was getting used to it. What kind of sparked me on even more that I wanted to do it were two things: getting out with Dad on my own at the age of 6 in this Group N Subaru, going out to Ladies Bray. We just drove the rally car. There was no trailer. We just drove from the garage or from your man's house to Ladies Bray, and it was probably just the best experience ever in a rally car. The second thing is growing up, I was a fan of Eugene and Charlie Donnelly. Still would be to this day if they were rallying. And then coming down the line later on in life, finding out that they were related to my father. So that sparked it even more to say, right, I want to do this. This is it. There's no if, I, or buts. I want to rally when I'm older. Father completely against it, and my mother when she heard that. But anyway, I was going to do it. It was probably just going to take me a bit later on in life than some people got to do it at. Then basically ended up just going to rallies, watching, learning everything. You really look at service and you see how everything runs, what the driver and co-driver get up to. But the thing was, what I was going to do when I started rallying, was I going to drive, was I going to co-drive, was I going to be a mechanic? Had no interest in being a mechanic. So I was either going to be driving or navigating. Obviously being a Eugene Donnelly fan and Charlie Donnelly fan, because they were a family and I was supporting them, I was obviously going to want to drive. So basically it came to, having to be able to pass my driver's test and all that. So it was, which you have to do that first before you can start rallying. J1000 stuff just came too late for me in life, so it did. So unfortunately, when I didn't pass my theory test to get my learners, I kind of just laid off it for years. I didn't want to do it anymore. I don't know, I just tucked away. I was so annoyed with myself. And I obviously kind of knew as well this was going to be so much harder than I thought. So I changed my approach and started studying co-driving and what's involved in co-driving, and I really studied the in-car videos to a T of the timing of the nose, of when to pause, when to read, when to pause again, and so on. And then a video popped up on YouTube from Nicky Grist when he was here in Ireland in 2006. He made a video, or essentially I think it was made into a DVD as well. Nicky Grist from novice to professional, and I don't know how many times I watched that video before I done my first event. It was just great to see. And then there was another one done, which it was like 4 different Irish co-drivers for Rally Ireland in 2007, and that kind of helped as well. And again, then you just kind of have to learn everything. So you were looking up time cards and you kind of see how they worked and the timing and all this and that. And luckily I knew a load of co-drivers as well, so it was kind of asking them as well, everything. So then it came to 2016, I wasn't on after turning 21 and decided to apply for my license finally. I was like, I'm 21 now, I'm an adult. I said, I'm doing this and that's it. That was it, full stop. And yeah, applied for my license, and I think 2 days after I sent away the form, I got my license, which was brilliant. I was over the moon to have gotten it so early. But then it was just trying to find a seat, and someone brave enough to actually take on a complete novice navigator, who has a good background in rallying and has done all the studying and the work, but obviously that's the difficult part, was getting the seat. I tried so many different drivers and they were like, no, you have no experience, so we're not going to take you on, we're not going to chance it. but I would explain, look, I've been in a rally car so many times. I've gone from like in the Group A into a WRC car, and with my dad driving, and you know, he doesn't have a rally background, but he's a great driver, like. So it was kind of frustrating. That went on for the whole of 2016, the whole of 2017, the whole of 2018. Then it came to 2019, or sorry, 2018. I had a chance of getting a seat for the Sligo Rally with a driver, a Scottish driver actually, that was living here in Ireland. Didn't get that seat because, again, experience. Trying again throughout the whole of 2019, and I had a seat actually for Sligo, the local event, and your man ended up then pulling out the week the entry list was published on social media. So I lost out there again, which again was frustrating. So I was like, am I ever going to get a chance to do something here? And then finally 2020, Muro Motor Club had it up that there was someone looking for a navigator in a Class 12 Mark II, and I was half thinking, no, I won't do this, I'm not a hope. Class 12 Mark II for a novice is probably suicide. Well, I wouldn't say suicide, it'd be crazy to do it. But I sent them a message anyways with my details and everything, and I think it was like 2 days later at half 11 at night, they messaged me saying, am I still available? I was like, yeah, 100% still available. Said, right, they'll pass on my details to the driver. Didn't know who the driver was at the time, and next thing was I got a text from my driver, who turned out to be Patrick Harity, who my dad knows a bit. So he did. I kind of heard of Pat back when he had the twin cam, so it was kind of a thing that what was I actually just getting myself into here, and I kind of knew I was getting myself into something hard bit of driving from a driver. It was very hardcore. Pat, I looked up two of his an in-car of him just to remind myself, and I just thought, what am I doing? What have I done? Accepting this seat. It was in a Orange Mark II Escort, but it was just the best experience ever. And I would say nervous, yes. I was actually more scared. I was actually scared shitless. I was just scared to the bones. Like, even that night, the night before recce, I was playing darts. I was meant to be playing a darts match, and all I could think about was the rally. In my head, it was just in rally mode. You got, getting the pace notes that week, and you do the study, you read all the information that you have to know, and where you need to be at what times on the Saturday, and just everything that had to come together for it. But I done that, and we done the recce on the Saturday, and yeah, everything went smoothly. It was just kind of the road book that was the hard part, which I still kind of find hard to this day, but I'm just not fully experienced up yet, but I am getting there, slowly but surely. The road books are the hard part, because you only get them that day, so you have no chance to study the route, where you go and where stages are held, what the actual route of the stages are like. So like, you know, it's the one thing you don't get to study, so you don't. But you do your best. So we went and we done the recce on Saturday, and everything went well. Done that rally and yeah, I have to say it was just the best ever. The weather was on and off, good and bad, but yeah, it was just the best experience ever. It was a lifelong dream just to do a rally, and yeah, that would be the best moment ever of my life. But yeah, done that, had a decent result of 7th in class, and God knows where we were overall. The only issue we had a couple of issues. Windscreen missed it up on us one stage, and we broke an exhaust on another stage. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was great. It was a great experience for the first rally. And then obviously COVID then kicked in and cancelled out rallying for the rest of the year. Even for a lot of 2021, there wasn't barely any rallying, and then there were the sprints. The one down in Laois and the other one down in Carlow, which was my first taste of gravel, and that was great to have done. Done that, done those two events. Went up to Ballykelly in Northern Ireland to do a rally in a wee micra around Shackleton. That was a great experience as well. So it was. 2022 then came the forestry, and I said, right, I'll do forestry, and I done 3 tarmac rallies as well. The first one was 5 Mile Town, retired on that event. Second rally that year in 22 was Mayo, actually the weekend after. Had a 5th in class 11F with Keith Ewing and somewhere overall, so that was actually very good. That was a great rally. And then it was a lot of forestry from there. We went to the next round, the second round of the forestry championship was in Tipperary. Had a 2nd in class, so my 2nd class podium. Because I got one in 2021 when I was up in Ballykelly in the micra. Then we went to, where did I go to next? 22. I done the Donegal International. Or originally I was actually meant to have done Circle of Munster first. Didn't do that. So then Donegal International came around, and I was trying to get a seat, and I ended up getting a seat in a junior car with Connor Wilson, which was great experience because I had time in a Honda Civic as it was, so it was a car I'd be used to, just a new driver. Turned out a hard event. Problems from the 2nd stage, car was overheating, and we were having a good run. Got back to service, got out for the next loop, and retired 1st stage after, no, 2nd stage after service. The car went into limp mode, she wouldn't come out, so yeah, that was the end of that rally. Then I missed one of the forestry rounds in Cork. Went to the 2nd one though, and we won that class, which I only found out at the finish line of the event. So that was great. That was delighted. So I was over the moon with that. To have come away with a 1st place trophy was unreal. Then it would have been a few weeks later, around September. It was actually the weekend before an aunt of mine got married, that I was in Galway, and yeah, we ended up doing the Galway Summer Rally, myself and Keith Ewing in the Honda in Class 11F, and it was great. We came away third in class. It was just such a great event. The first two stages were so tight, twisty and narrow that it suited our car to the ground, because we didn't have a lot of power in our car, because Keith's car was originally Class 1. So that was great to have gotten that result. And then to go to the Bushwhacker Rally then that year with Brian Little, we knew we just had to get a finish to secure Class 12. And Brian had never finished Bushwhacker ever in his life, and it's his local rally. But we did it, we got around, we got finished, and essentially became Class 12 champions for the forestry, which was fantastic. I couldn't have said much more. It was just absolutely fantastic. Then 2023 was a hard year. Just we're struggling to get entries, myself and Pat Herty. I went back to sit with Pat in the ESO Escort and bought a twin cam. Yeah, we were just struggling to get entries into the events. I ended up then doing Clarny, which I had gotten an offer to go do Clarny with a young fella from Donegal, and it was an offer to go and do Clarny. So I was like, yeah, 100%, no problem. That same evening, got asked again, would I sit with a cousin of my father's, Raymond McLaughlin, to do the Tour de Spurns? I was like, oh yeah, because I knew Tour de Spurns running around the area where my dad is originally from, and they were running Banbridge, which is very close to the house my grandmother grew up in Crana. So I was really looking forward to that one, but I was more looking forward to going to Clarny. Even though neither of them nearly didn't happen after what happened with Craig Breen, God rest my soul. Hearing that news, I nearly didn't want the rally. I just gotten these two great offers, heard the news of Craig, and I just like, no, this is not worth it. But I soldiered on and booked off the time off work, and I went and I done it. I done the events. After that, I ended up doing the full 3 days of Donegal, which was absolutely mighty. It was brilliant. Just to do the Donegal International, like, it's every driver or co-driver's dream, and to have done it was brilliant. It wasn't without its problems. We were having problems. Hitting the wall, I think, was kind of the icing on the cake for it, but we soldiered on, we got the car fixed, got out, we finished the rally. We were fourth in our class, which was Class 12 in a Mark II. I was like, oh, if one more man just had to retire, we would have done it. But yeah, what can you do? It was just great to have done the 3 days of Donegal, to see the atmosphere and everything. It was just fantastic throughout the 3 days. Then I went on to Sligo, which was basically the first time Pat was getting out in the twin cam on closed road stages. my first time in it, and it was the local event for the two of us, so yeah, kind of knew Saturday when we were seeing all the rain and everything that we were in for a very hard weekend. And first stage, throttle was kind of sticking because the cable was too loose, and then it came got back to service, got that sorted, got out for the second loop, and he got confident, and the stages were dry, which was even better. He got his confidence back up. We were going to push. We were starting to push. Then it came to stage 6. We didn't get to actually start the stage, and the rally actually ended there and then because of a tragedy of a driver and co-driver. I won't mention their names. But yeah, that was a dark time. Again, to have lost Craig Breen back in April and to lose these two lads then was not great. Again, my mind just was like, is it worth doing this sport when this can happen? I didn't rally for a while, and then myself and Pat decided we'll do the harvest. Now, in terms of the harvest, I wasn't sure about going back to do it after what happened in 2022 when the explosion happened in Creaslough at the filling station and the apartments. I was very skeptical of doing that, going back to do it, but they were doing a 2 by 3-stage format, so I said, you know, why not? We could do with seat time in the car for 2024, so yeah, we're as well going to do it and just get the mileage. So we put the entry in, it was accepted, we were good to go. Then something happened, past Jeep, the clutch went in it or something, so Pat went pulling out of the rally, and I put up saying then how I was available on Facebook to do it. Excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, I ended up then being asked by one of the navigators, get in contact with this man. He's looking for a navigator very last minute. Mind you, this is Thursday. Or not Thursday, but this Wednesday evening. I'm at work. And I went round this guy. I was like, alright, yeah, I'm at work, but I'll give you my number and you pass it on to him. Literally 2 minutes later, I got the phone call from your man. He's still at work. I obviously answered this. And it was Adrian Cannon, and it was like, yeah, you know, if you fancy doing it. I said, yeah, as long as my man hasn't pulled out the entry already, we'll keep in the entry and we'll just switch his name and the car and everything around to your name and stuff. So I ended up ringing them and explaining, look, my man is pulling out, but can you switch the details from his name and details and the card's details to this man? And they were like, yeah, 100%, no problem. Done that, and yeah, it was right. We were going from there. Finished second in class that day, so we did. Which was, it was alright, I guess. Could have been better if we didn't have problems, but look, you're always going to have a problem in the rally, so. But yeah, we were happy enough going in then to 2024 last year. It was just all go. We were doing the border and the national with Pat Herty and the Twin Cam, and everything was going well. Round one, Mayo, we were fifth in our class. Go to round two, we didn't get to do the hash for various reasons. Round three then was Burr. We were seventh or eighth in our class. But we would have got additional points because some of the buses that finished ahead of us weren't registered. Went to then Galway Summer, and unfortunately then retired. Sleipsoon there for the clutch, she blew a seal, and we would have had a maximum, we would have finished third in class that day. So that was a real kick in the nuts for rallying for us in our class that year. And I decided then I'm not going to Donegal. Pat wanted to go, but I just said no, I'm not going. I said I'm going to stop now, and yeah, just kind of leave it at that for now till this year. So that's kind of us up to date now. So we'll say this year my plan is I'm doing the micro challenge with a cousin of my dad's, Raymond McLaughlin. So we're doing 4 rounds of the micro challenge. First one is in Bishopscourt on the 8th of March. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, and we have that coming up. Circle of Ireland, then Ulster, and then it's whatever the first forestry rally is after that. So yeah, I really look forward to that. Really and truly, what can you look forward to as well? So that's pretty much my life. What can you look forward to though on this channel? Obviously in-car videos, I'm gonna have them up on the channel. I already have some up as it is from last few years. I am actually going to start vlogging, so you will see a lot of behind the scenes. You would see it from the likes of, if you watched any of Matt Edwards videos, you know, pretty much what he would have done as a driver leading up to the event and all that. You're going to see a co-driver side of it now. What else? I suppose other stuff I want to mention in this video is the other reason why I'm doing the vlogs is I'm hoping to attract some sponsors. So I turned 30 there in January. Don't call me old, but my plan is I want to treat myself, and Sligo is running in July, so I'm hoping to hire a rally car for the event. But to do that I need sponsors. You need money, and to get money I need to get sponsors. I have some money, I have money to hire the car. I wish. Obviously I need money for the car, insurance, possibly tyres, and I know I will need money for fuel, and obviously the entry fee. At the moment I have one sponsor, which is my dad, even though he hasn't agreed to do it for the driving part for Sligo yet. Hopefully he will, but I'm hoping to have at least another 2. So at the minute you can say I have 3 pending. I would love to get another 7 plus if I could. None of this is going to be cheap, so it's not, especially with the way the fuel situation is. I mightn't even do Sligo. this year. I might go and do the May Day rally, as I had planned on doing that last year, but I got tired, ended up damaged in Monaghan. So I might even plan on doing that again, because they're using pace notes for those events now, which would be actually great to just have that experience. So just any companies, anybody that watches this video that owns a small, medium, large company, or knows anybody with a small, medium, large company that'd be interested in doing this, I will have details written in the description of how you can get in contact with me through, it'll be mainly my email. I do have a rally page on Facebook that you can follow, Dave Masserly Rally Co-Driver. Give it a follow and see what you can, we'll see, can we get something together, particularly around Sligo area. I'm looking for a sponsorship. Any companies around Sligo, 100% just give me a shout on an email. I will have something up on my Facebook page when I post this video. I will be sharing it on to my Facebook page. So I think that's pretty much it. This is a long introduction. I'm not going to say how long this is right now, because God knows how long I've been talking. So again, just thanks to anybody that has watched the video, that's gonna share and like the video. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in looking forward to the vlogs and the in-car videos. I know there's 2 million cars that have gotten nearly 200 views. Even a highlight video, there'll more than likely be more of them going up. So that's kind of really it for now. I will be doing a vlog for Bishop's Court, which is potentially going to be my first rally of the year, unless I get a call up to go to Midlands this weekend, but I don't think I will. In saying that, when I done Ulster last year, I got a call Monday to go and do the rally, and I had agreed to do that, and then another book texted me Wednesday, would I go and do it with him? And we were wrecking the Friday, like, so it can happen. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So again, thank you for watching, and again, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next vlog, for my first vlog for Bishop's Court. So bye.